Hi there, I'm Ben, and welcome to part 6 of my Let's Platinum Bioshock 2 walkthrough. We're in Dionysus Park this time. We have just left Siren Alley. This is right at the start here. Again, like always, the first video is going to be in the top corner. If you don't know what we're doing here, this is the first video you're seeing. If you go there, the first 10 minutes I explain what we're doing, all about the missable trophies, etc. And like always, timestamps in the description for trophies we're getting in this episode and for all of the collectibles and tonics, things like that. So right off the bat here is our first secret room with collectibles in it. It's actually going to be the Power to the People number 8 and an audio diary. So this code is 1080. There is a diary upstairs that tells you this, but because I already know it, I might as well let you know now so you don't have to come back down. So yeah, there's a diary in here and a Power to the People. Again, Power to the People, upgrade whatever you like. You should have a weapon by level 3 by now. You can actually, if you really wanted to, save this one. If there's nothing you want to do, you can come back here after. We are going to get the grenade launcher in this mission very shortly afterwards, actually. So there's two very close. There's this one, and then there's going to be another Power to the People very soon. So if you wanted to, you could wait and come back with the grenade launcher and upgrade that. I don't bother because I don't really use the grenade launcher too much. So there's going to be a new enemy type with regards to research. That is going to be the Houdini Splicer. You should be able to get all the research done in this level. There are enough of them to do it because I do it right near the end. It's like the last one. I'm able to do it. Don't worry if you don't, because there are more later on. But just be aware that start research on those literally is going to happen in about 20 seconds or 10 seconds even. There is one around this corner. It's going to appear as you come around here. There he is. She is. She this time. Yeah, the easiest way to deal with these guys is to freeze them, like with most enemies, to be honest, because they do obviously teleport. So try and freeze them in place because they're just really annoying. And in this game, these sort of get stuck. They won't spawn in near you if you're near a wall, so they can get sort of stuck. You'll see this happen to me a couple of times. I'll try sort of running around trying to find them, and they don't spawn in until I sort of exit a room or give them enough room to spawn in. It's a bit of a weird one. But yeah, those, and then there's a new type of Big Daddy. Well, kind of. It is Bouncer, but it's the Elite Bouncer, so it's not new if you've played the first game, but it is new to this game. It's the standard drill-handed Big Daddy. They are tough. It is the elite after all. It says it in the name. They are pretty damn elite. They do take a lot of damage, as do, weirdly, just most enemies in this level. There's I don't know, maybe it's just me. There just seems to be a bit of a difficulty spike all of a sudden. Enemies don't go down as easily. They take more rounds to drop them. This camera here, you can get. I thought you could get underneath it, but you can't. You have to use you can either destroy it. If you don't need it for anything, nothing happens here. But I'm just going to hack it. Yeah, mainly it's leadhead splicers and Houdini splicers and the annoying spider splicers. But yeah, there just seems to be a bit of a difficulty spike in this level. I don't know why, but the thing you need to do, the mission, what you need to do in this level is actually rescue or harvest all 3 little sisters in this area in Dionysus Park. That is what you actually need to do before you can leave. So that sort of helps us along. You don't need to gather with them for the story, but we are going to gather because we want as much Adam as possible. I do sort of halfway through the gathers, maybe 3 in, I do get the Trophy Master Gatherer for gathering 600 Eve. Now it's up to you. At that point, if you are able to buy the last slot, which I do very shortly for the plasmids, and you make sure that you have enough Eve or Adam, left to buy a level 3 plasmid in the next area, then you don't need to gather anymore. It's not mandatory. Once you have the 600 gather trophy, you don't need to do it. So if you want to sort of sprint through and forget about it, that's up to you. you won't be able to. You will run out of Adam eventually, and you won't be able to buy upgrades like health and Eve upgrades and just not plasmid, sorry, tonics. So it's up to you if you want to just sort of skip and push things forward. But I'm going to get them all because it does make things easier, and this is a guide for everything basically. So if you want to carry on, I need to be able to show you how to do it, or try to. There are a couple of difficult gathers. This one here, we're going to do it later. This is going to be the second one the fourth one we do. That body there, you just saw it in the corner. Pretty difficult one because there's nowhere to hide and it's out in the open. I will just mention, you're going to see me doing quite often is sort of drifting like in weird directions towards water. I have the what is it called, Fountain of Youth tonic on, so every time I step in water or walk under a waterfall, my health and Eve will start going up. So you're going to see me doing that, and I've gone completely the wrong way. Confused myself. Yeah, there we go. Let's go left this time. We don't actually need to go this way yet. I'm just going to pick up a tonic because it's a really good one. It enables us to carry an extra Eve hypo. So I'm going to grab that. There is an audio diary here as well, but we will be coming back here shortly to get in that extra room there where the medikit and the machine is. There's a big daddy in there, but it hasn't sort of activated yet. So this is a good tonic to get because you're allowed to carry an extra hypodermic needle, which is always helpful. Yeah, so you're going to see me sort of drifting in water, and you will notice that my health and Eve go up, and that is why. It's because I have that. It's the top research tier for spider splicers. Yes, spider splicers. So it's a good one to have. You can just stand in water until everything's full. I don't, otherwise that would make for an extremely boring video. But you see me sort of drifting, that's why I'm doing it. So at this point here, you shouldn't have much Adam because we sort of spent up at the end of the last video. But if you can, buy a tonic slot and stick that Eve one on. Now we're just going to push forward through the level. We're going to pick up the grenade launcher. We're going to find the next power to the people machine. I'm not going to actually upgrade any on the grenade launcher, not yet. I want to finish the shotgun. Here you can see that they're definite headshots on a frozen enemy, and they just, I don't know, it just seems like they're taking more damage, and I seem to take more damage as well. I could be wrong, but it just seems like there is a bit of a difficulty spike. I don't know, maybe not, maybe I'm just confused. Anyway, I'll jump back in once there's a bit more action, but essentially we're just going to make our way to the train station, speak to the main guy of this area, who is one of the ones that we don't want to kill right at the end, by the way. This guy here, Stanley, you do get the chance to kill him. We don't kill him because we need that for a trophy. So yeah, we're going to meet him, and then he's going to say you need to rescue or harvest the sisters. Obviously we're rescuing, so I'll jump back in when there's a bit more excitement going on.
Take this, Father, and hurry. Mother can't hear this, but she's looking right at me. And her face.
You gotta behave! Goddamn gonna smash myself! What? Baby? I'm smarter than you. You, baby!
Okay, so dead men tell no tales, right? Wrong. See, with Adam involved, every stiff's got a story. And Lamb knows how to read it. If that stuff makes it back to her, I'm an obituary. So, I want you to take the story of Dionysus Park and bury it. Get rid of the little sisters for me. Your way. Do that, and I'll unlock the station here. Scout's honor.
Well, I'd say he's hiding something, but he sort of took the fun out of that one. He's locked in the security booth, however, so we'll have to play along. Find those sisters.
Dr. Lamb's trying to take the city by sponsoring the artsy types here. Big thinkers, to speak out against Ryan in their work. And all of it is right here in the park galleries. Open to the public. Lamb ain't even charging for it. And then Rapture? That's just brazen. Like some kind of naturist camp where everybody wears pope hats. And nothing else. Be long before Ryan's cronies can move in. And I can finally stop holding my breath.
Shall save the life There's proper folk here.
You must learn to play poker, Eleanor. Like anyone, I am flawed and have a fierce genetic bias towards competition. But each Saturday, I read the other players, and I pick a man who will benefit the most from victory. By the final hand, I ensure that he takes home my entire stake, and that of the others. I win nothing but the feeling of conquest over myself, and the wealth of my competitors is slowly reshuffled according to their needs.
Oh, come out from... Get out of my home!
There she is. Little Tyke wants to be in pictures. Real cute. Now get rid of the muscle and deal with
So here's our first Big Daddy. You can see he's obviously being harassed by some splicers. There is a Houdini one in a moment, so yeah, there he is. Track them right away with the camera. Not that it actually helped. Weirdly, these splicers are fighting. I have no idea why. I don't know why they're fighting each other. I haven't used... Maybe the Big Daddy did. Huh. I wonder if that's a thing. Anyway, we're going to get the research on him. And then this is our Big Daddy. He is an elite one. The strategy is the same for these ones. Essentially, they are just tougher. So, we now have ice. I don't think we had ice last time we took one of these on. We may have done. But you can just freeze them in place. The problem is your DPS is going to be really bad against these. So look at it. It's just not going down at all. I do switch to, I believe, do I use the armor rounds? They're probably best thing to use, but I kind of wanted to save them for the big sister later on. But if you do have them, feel free to use them. I do use a bit of a technique for the big sister. It's an ice room that is full, and I mean full, of cameras and turrets. The series is like 4 cameras in there and 3 turrets in one little room, and this is where we're going to kill the big sister, in that place there. So if you have armor rounds, you can use it. The grenade launcher does hurt you. There is splash damage. I think you can get an upgrade or a tonic for it later on. I believe it could be an upgrade that reduces that, or maybe actually negates it altogether. But eventually he will go down. I mean, you can see that was a lot of ammunition being thrown his way. The first gather is actually here as well. It is in an open area, which is not great. I'm just going to run behind the stage and grab a few things first. There's an audio diary behind here, and on the other side, on the right hand side, you can go behind the stage there. There's a Vita chamber. I do show you afterwards, but obviously we don't need to go in there. The only reason I go in there to show you is because there's a grey part on the map, and you're probably wondering what was in there. And that's what it was. So there is just an audio diary in here, and then we're going to go back to the front and do the gather. Mainly spider splicers, unfortunately, but if you haven't done the research, then fortunately, I guess. Yeah, I would use the mini turrets that you get from the hacker tool. I would definitely use one of those, stick it on the stage so it can help you out, and stand in the water if you have that. There's a bit of water down here. I believe it actually heals. Yes, there is enough there. So if you stand in the water and just use this bit here, you can heal. It's not much, but it's going to help. Obviously, I'm going to make a save because this is going to be quite bad. You're going to see the damage as well that I'm taking, and the damage that I'm giving out. It just isn't as much anymore. It definitely seems like it anyway. So let's just have a look in a minute. We will also get a little sister present as well. Usually they don't come for me straight away, they go for the sister, but apparently we're doing that there. See, he was just going for that time. Again, you can use the little sisters as a decoy. It's not great, but it does slow her down, but it gives you time to kill as well. Yeah, we do get a little sister gift, which is going to give us a really good tonic. I forget the name of it, but essentially it speeds up gathers. Speeds up gathers? Is that right? Yes, it is. Not that we have many left. I believe there's only 3 more in the next area, and then that's it for little sisters. There's these 3, and then there's 3 in the next area, and then we're done. The last 2 areas don't have little sisters in. Not ones that we would be using to gather with anyway. So you can see this. I mean, when I was leadhead splicers, when I would freeze them and go for headshots, it'd be 1 or 2. Now it seems like there's 4 or 5, and there definitely seems to be some sort of spike here. So be aware of that. So there we go. There's Master Gatherer. That's for gathering 600 Adam with little sisters. Again, I don't know if you might. I did mention it in an earlier video. I don't know if you heard it. You can reload and save and reload before a gather, and just keep doing the same one over and over if you want to get that trophy. If you missed it, or you get into the last one and you just don't have it for any reason, then you can just keep doing that, and it counts for some reason. I don't know why. It shouldn't, but it does. It must go on like an overall save rather than the specific save that you're using. But yeah, that works. So do that. Yeah, so I'm going to hack here, and then there's a balcony up at the top, a viewing balcony. There's going to be another gather up there, and then we're going to retire this little sister in this area. It's nice and compressed, this area. There's not much travelling or anything, and every time you do a couple of gathers with little sisters, there's always a little portal there to stick them in. So yeah, it's sort of self-contained. It's very quick, this area. I know the video is an hour long, so that's because we have to do so much killing and so many gathers. So unfortunately, that is why. So I'll get out of here for a minute. We're just going to go and collect a few things. This is sort of a secret area, backstage area. Well, it's not backstage, but I think this is where the it's not a cinema, is it? So there won't be a camera, but it's that sort of area. Lights, maybe, something like that. But that's where we are. I'm just going to collect a few things and then go and do the gather, and then we're going to move on.
Certainly wouldn't have to wait for the culprit to die.
I do hope in eternity there will be time to feel it rain a bit.
are Judas. One of my own people has been feeding Ryan evidence, but as a commune, they would see us crucified. And yet, though he will be the last to see it, Andrew Ryan has already lost the people. Wherever I am sent, rapture will follow.
Let's fix your face, baby.
Are we gonna be together again, Daddy?
Father.
You okay there? Keep your eye on the brass ring, brother. Find the rest of the sisters. Subject Delta's just a serial number, amigo. I did a lot of digging on you for a feature once. They used to call you Johnny Topside. Found the city all on your own in a diving bell. Real shame what they did to you.
You mistake my nature, Delta. I wish no Adam for my... myself. Eleanor is the dream, and she needs neither weapons nor parlor tricks.
Welcome to the circus of value. No refund, no return.
Who'd have thought? He of all
Afford to
people.
sleep. A couple of nights, sugar. Go ahead.
Awareness of self is no miracle, Eleanor. It is a trick of the gene, an endless inner refrain asking, what's in it for me? To serve the world, we must grow deaf to the self. Are you ready? Now, stop listening to my voice. Stop listening. Stop. Difficult, isn't it? Human verbal cues are defensive coloration, camouflage. Play this recording until you no longer hear the words. Then you may observe the people for who they are.
So as you see, a couple of splicers have opened this door up and we're back here again, which was nice of them, but there's quite a few here as well. They're just annoying. I have switched to the minigun because it seems to be working better for me at the moment. It must be the ricochet, I don't know. But I'm going to use a bit of Adam here in a moment. I'm just having a look round for, what am I looking for? Oh, just stuff. Because that's what you need to do, isn't it? You want to make sure you've got enough money because you do burn through money in this mission. And then the one after, you do use quite a bit of money up, or I seem to do. But in the last ones, the money does build up again. So just going to get the Eve and the health one there, and this is the last purchasable plasmid slot. That last one there you can see is one that you will get when you get the last plasmid, which is gifted to you right at the end of the game. So we do not need to purchase any more of those. If you have that and you've bought a level 3 plasmid, I think it's only Cyclone, whatever it's called at the moment, it's level 3. If you use that one, then that's fine. You're free to use Adam however you like. So that's that. So you'll recognise this room. We came in here to get that tonic and diary earlier on. There is now a big daddy in here. You'll be able to hear him, and obviously we're going to throw a save in there because we need to. Yeah, there's 2 big daddies. They must be fighting over the little sister. I'm not sure exactly what's going on here, but there's some sort of war going on. That was a weird little visual glitch there. But yeah, let them do the damage. Always let enemies fight each other. Don't step in. If they are, I don't know what is going on with him. If they're fighting each other, always let them solve their issues, I suppose, and then pick up the pieces afterwards. This again is an elite one, so he's going to take a lot of damage. We do go for armor piercing this time because there's nowhere to hide with this one. And I do get the health down pretty quickly, and then you're going to see a weird thing happen. So where does it happen now? It's as I'm about to try and reload for the now. So I'll go and hit, so my reload doesn't happen, and then I go and hit, and the reload doesn't happen. I'm trying to shoot, so I completely messed this up. If I just left my minigun or machine gun to reload, I would have done. There we go. See, if I'd have just left it, I would have been fine. So don't do that. If you melee, it cuts your reload animation out, so that doesn't actually happen, obviously, but I didn't realise it at the time. So their demanding father is going to be the little sister gift that we get. So once we've done the 2 gathers, there's one in this area here, just off to the right. I'm just going to explore upstairs, get some stuff first. I think. No, yeah, I do. I'll go upstairs first. I'm just searching through all these bodies for some lovely items. Yeah, there's this one, then there's one by the merry-go-round, and then we're going to put this little sister in her portal, and at that point we'll get a gift from the little sisters, and it's going to get us demanding father tonic, which speeds up gathers, which is kind of annoying because there's only, well, I suppose there's a few, but there's only 4 little sisters left in the game. Could have done with it a lot earlier on. Obviously, it sort of break, well, it wouldn't break the game, but it would take the fun out of it. So yeah, just to gather here, and then we're going to go back to where that door was unwelded, if that is even the right term, probably not. Where the piano was. We're going to go to the last area where is going to be the final Big Daddy. We're going to do 2 gathers there, and then we're going to take the big sister on in the kill room, as I like to call it. So I'll jump back in when the action picks up a bit.
Adam, Daddy. Let's get it. Sunshine means angels.
Let's fix your face, baby.
Angels fall the way he stands Adam and Eve walk I'm not going to toy with. You're coming home with I'm ready. I'm telling the other girls that I have the best daddy.
You know you don't have a Don't get in between us!
Adam, Daddy, right here. Just remember Mommy.
Right, that's another little sister taken care of. You may notice I've been skipping these little sequences. This is the, sort of the story. Don't worry about those. You'll see those yourself. Here's the gift I was talking about that's going to have Demanding Father in it. And some more Adam, which is always nice. What I do with this, I don't actually put it in yet. What I'm going to do here in the Gatherer's Garden, I'm going to buy all the Gene Tonic slots up. I think this is actually the last one. No, one more. And then I can buy the last 2 later on. So that's what I'm doing here. So you want as many of these slots as you can because they're so good, the Gene Tonics. So you just want to have the camera ones and the ones that help with Little Sister Gathers at the moment. And then we're going to switch once that's all dealt with and put some more combat related ones in. It just makes the end game a lot more palatable, manageable, however you want to call it. It's not particularly difficult, the end of this game. It's not like the first one where there's an actual boss fight. Unfortunately, there isn't. Yeah, you can see how bad that spear gun is. That should have killed him. There's definitely been an increase in health in the enemies, because that was a spear gun to the head while he was frozen. He didn't die. Anyway, there's no end boss. There is an end fight, but it's just a sort of horde mode. You're holding enemies off while something's happening. So that's it really, which is a bit disappointing, but on the whole I do prefer this game gameplay wise. Story wise, not so much. It's definitely more of a, I suppose it's second sequel syndrome it's called, isn't it? You're used to the world, it's not as surprising, but I do think this one with the way the game plays is definitely better. It's much more streamlined. But yeah, so Arms Race is a research reward I'm going to be getting shortly. We're going to fully research, we're going to use this Big Daddy in a minute. Not just yet, we're going to just take care of this Houdini guy. There's a camera up there, I'm going to hack that, and you want to do that as well because it is a helpful one. Yeah, this Big Daddy is going to be the final one I need to capture, not capture, what am I thinking of? Film. And then I'm going to get the reward there, the Arms Race. So I don't need to worry about Big Daddies anymore. I get stuck, that's weird, I get stuck on the splicer then, I couldn't move forward. There are more Big Daddies coming up, so don't worry if you don't get it with this one. So that's not a problem. Try and freeze yourself a bot. It's always a good thing to do. Have a couple of them if you can. Freeze them both, get them both on your side. Save coming up, Big Daddy coming up. Same applies. Kill it however you like to kill them. Freeze is actually good when you have a turret around a bot, because it's really, they get to put the damage in as well. So I'll get a bit adventurous here and go for the shotgun. I have no idea why. I'm sure I do this with every single one. I start with the shotgun, realise it's completely useless, and then change it. So there we go, there's Arms Race. You basically salvage more ammunition, which is really good, because ammo does become, you do burn through it a lot quicker at this difficulty at the end of this game here. So, well, end of game. The last third, this is number 6 out of 9, isn't it? So yeah, you can see, if you can keep them just stuck, look, if you just keep, if you've got enough Eve, you can just keep blasting them, and you can't move. So I'm going in here, I'm trying to freeze it, I'm getting those melee hits in, because it's just quicker than trying to switch weapons, I suppose. So yeah, take it down pretty quickly if you've got a bot with you. Again, little sister here, going to be doing two gathers with her. One is here, and then there's going to be one in the kill room. I will pick the commentary back up once we get there and explain what we'll be doing there.
So, Ryan's goons are sweating me to prove prove this place is a closet commune, but I need time. And Lamb's kid keeps staring me down like she knows that I'm a phony. I keep thinking of Johnny Topside, though. It took real guts to find Rapture like he did. It makes it easier not to crack if I sort of imagine that I'm him. It's a good thing I can't tell Lamb that, though. She'd probably say I got a secret need to fall into his arms and make a wild whoopee or something.
Ridiculous!
Come on! Come back!
This thing is all done now. Daddy, are you taking me home too?
So this is the frozen room. We've walked past it several times. This is where we're going to be killing the big sister, and we're also going to do the last gather here as well. There are a lot of cameras and security. There's a lot of security just in general in here. So get your hacking tool out. You want to hack all of it because it's going to help you out. You see there's a camera there. There's a turret there. There's a camera to the right of that turret. There's a camera to the left of us. There's a turret underneath that camera to the left. There's another camera up in that corner. And then there's a turret behind the wall that you can't see yet. There is so much in this area. But hack it all. Hopefully you've got enough hack tool. You can always get some more out of the vending machine. There is a safe at the back that will give you 2 auto hacks as well, so don't be afraid to use those if you're full at the moment. So yeah, hack all these. Get this camera. You can walk under this camera and it doesn't spot you even when it's looking at you, which you're going to see in a second. It's looking directly at me there. And the camera over there can't spot you while you're doing it. And then round the corner right of this camera is going to be a security turret. And there's going to be a camera behind that, and then that's it. So this is going to be the room where we killed the big sister. It just makes it so much easier, because we can just freeze her and let everything else do the work. Obviously we'll be firing at her as well, but she is pretty tough as well. I swear everything has just had an increase. There's a hidden audio diary here. It's quite a good nice little hidden one there. And then there's going to be a safe and a tonic in the back room. Let's see where we are here. There, the back room is actually highlighted, which is weird because we haven't been in there yet. So there's the gather. We've got the tonic, etc. That actually, I don't want to say scared, but took me by surprise first time. I'm sure it might have done for you there. Probably not. So there's going to be a tonic and a safe in here. We're going to do the gather first. That's pretty self-explanatory, and then I'll jump back in when the big sister is arriving.
And right about now, I expect the prodigal son is booking his flight.
over here. See it go?
And you won't get it.
Sorry, my fight.
Are we gonna be together again, Dad?
That's it. Now all that old dirt stays underground, and Lamb will be none the wiser. Hey, come on back. I've unlocked the train for you. But remember, if Lamb catches you, mum's the word.
Delta, our conflict of interest seems to be upsetting Eleanor. For her sake, I have made it clear to these men that you are not to suffer. I accept full responsibility for any anger you may experience before you die.
Doc Lamb's turning up the heat, Chief. Head on back to the train station. Let's hit the trail.
So the big sister is on her way. We've dealt with the last little sister for this level, this mission. You've seen that I've run around, put a load of traps everywhere for no reason whatsoever, because I don't use them. I go and pick them all up afterwards. First time I did this, I ran around the area, and it did quite well, but this time I just didn't seem to need to. A good thing as well is if you have the tonic that allows you to heal machines, make sure you're doing that, because you can just keep this going, and you don't really have to do much. You can see she takes a lot more. It seems like there's a lot more damage having. That was armor piercing rounds as well. So I'm going to go switch to normal ones now. Big sister research is not done yet. There is one more random encounter like this one, and then there's actually in the last area, the second to last area, there is a double big sister fight. It's you versus two big sisters. So yeah, that's the thing. So the research is not a problem. We're going to have enough. So hopefully you're up to 3 bars. I will show you at the end of this video, like I do with the with all the videos. I'm going to show you all the audio diaries you should have, plus the where the research is up to. Everything is done apart from Big Sister. Just needs that one extra section doing, and Alpha Series, which we haven't met yet, but that's going to be later. And there's loads of those. They're essentially what we are, half Big Daddies almost. They're sort of a main enemy. They don't appear for any special reason. They just appear. I don't know where she just came from, But anyway, that was the big sister. Pretty easy stuff in this room. If you can get her out into the middle, it's even easier. But as long as she's been alerting the alarms and there's a turret there helping you out and whatever else, it's going to make it really easy. As long as she's focusing on something else and not you. So now I'm going to go and pick all my traps back up. Heal him. Heal that. Why not? Everybody gets a heal. A repair. I'm going to pick all my traps up. So yeah, it is a good strategy is to run her around here with a load of traps. Didn't need to this time though. And that is it for this level. All we need to do is go back to the train station, speak to Stanley, do not kill him, and that's it. Yeah, we're going to leave this area now. He's going to open up the train and let us go. I do get the research reward here, natural camouflage. There are quite a few enemies as you try to escape now. Quite a few Houdinis, so it's a good place to get some research. You can see me take quite a bit of damage actually. But as you run to the end, there's just a few enemies. Some of them do come in behind me here, which I don't realise, and they're the ones that hurt me. So get the research done. You'll get natural camouflage, which is fairly good. I don't use it until later on. But basically, if you stand still, you become invisible. It was better in the first game, but this game seems to be more action-packed because you've got your plasmid and your gun in separate hands, and it's more action-based rather than defensive. So don't use it as much. It's still good though. So I'm filling up. Make sure you got lots of Eve all the time. That's the most important thing, obviously, and health. But Eve, especially if you play like I do, where you sort of slow someone down and then kill them. See, that one wasn't too bad. That was the health was alright on that one. But you can see me get it. It's either this one or the one after. Might be this one. No, I don't think it's this one. Oh yeah, he flies off because that's annoying. But yeah, go back. Don't kill Stanley. Get the last audio diary. It's next to Stanley because where we spoke to him, there we go. We've got the research there. That's done. Where we spoke to Stanley, that room's going to open up and you're allowed to kill him. You sort of urge to, but make sure you do not because we need to keep him alive for a trophy. Grab the audio diary next to him. I'll show you what audio diaries you should have got in this area, and then the research where that's up to, and then that's it. We will leave this area. Like always, we cannot come back here, so make sure you get everything before you leave. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
Subject Delta. I have known for years of Stanley's betrayal here, and had forgiven him. But in compromising Eleanor now, he seals his fate. You see, it was Stanley who turned you into Ryan. He is responsible for what you have become. The security booth is open now. You may have your revenge.
Sweet Jesus. Lamb knew? And she just let me hang myself out the... Oh, God. No. Come on, pal. The train's ready. Just let me live. So, Lamb broke out, and she's coming back. Wow. Okay. Didn't see that coming, but... Okay. Oh, that is gonna be... Oh, what am I gonna do? And I've heard a lot of these people down here talking. Some of them I know saw the thing with Eleanor, and who knows what.
You can't just stop, you know, a whole cult from talking, can you? Well, maybe you can. Yeah.